Former Finance Minister Nhlanhla Nene told delegates about the weight that trade pulls in productivity levels.
Trade enables countries to have a wider base of suppliers from which they can source finished goods and key inputs. And on the other hand, it also makes it possible to develop a wider base of markets to which a country can sell its products and services. Now, the World Trade Organization finds that companies that participate in international trade are more likely to survive economic downturns than firms that don't export.
Minister of Industry and Commerce in Zimbabwe called for investment in Zimbabwe, saying the country has emerged from its past.
There's a dual strategic thrust towards private sector-led economic growth and export. And also related to this is the creation of a favorable operating environment through the ease of doing business. We're also looking at international re-engagement on all fronts, prioritizing economic diplomacy as we boost not only intra-Africa trade, but penetrate the global supply chains.
Former Minister of Trade and Investment in Botswana says there needs to be clear plans for industrialization in Africa, including stimulating investment.
Key to this, in my opinion, and I believe that a lot of experts have written on this, is really driving economic development in the continent. And it is widely agreed that in order to do that, we need to foster and stimulate investment, both domestic investment and foreign direct investment, and ensure that we have very clear plans for industrialization.
Investment promotion agency, the Gauteng Growth Development Agency, says it stands ready to assist businesses in key sectors to expand into the rest of the continent.
Gauteng is the #1 exporter of processed agricultural goods, value-added manufactured goods. Cultural, and the creative industry, which is something that we quite often underestimate. But across the continent, the cultural, tourism and creative industries are really significant. Of course, alternative energy solutions are always going to be one, and generally manufactured goods of any kind. Food security is critical, across the continent, and our ability to continue to bolster our manufacturing capability, and so encouraging SMEs across the manufacturing value chains to really come and approach us and indicate to us what goods they have and whether they're in a condition to actually produce at the volumes that would be required for export purposes.
Diabosito, SABC News, Johannesburg.